CapeCast.
Can you honestly tell me that you love my daughter?
No, I'll be honest. Your daughter is an absolutely amazing girl, and whenever I see her, I just start smiling, and I'm just happy.
Right.
You know, it's a feeling you can't really describe, other than it's a great feeling. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but at the end of the day, that's huge.
It is huge.
And in a couple days now, if she so chooses, I may be asking for her hand in marriage.
Howdy, folks. Huge doings on The Bachelorette last night. Dennis Dude Dumped is our headline. We're here with Patrick Cassidy, our Bachelorette expert. Break it down for us, Patrick. What happened on the last Bachelorette last night?
Well, unfortunately for lovers of Chris Lambton, he didn't make it. He didn't even make it to the final rose ceremony. Allie decided to spare him the final rose ceremony, which is usually the first guy who comes up is the guy who gets dumped. The second guy who comes up walks away with the ring. There have been times when both have been dumped. There was speculation that that's what Allie was thinking here. But what she did was the day before, she was supposed to go out on a date with Chris Lambton, the final date. She walked into the room after a spectacular date with Roberto. They ended up making out in the sun and the rain, and they loved it. They loved each other, apparently. She said she loved him at one point. It was unbelievable. She goes into the room where Chris is, preparing for their final date. You knew something was wrong right away. And then she tells him that she's not even going to bring him to the final rose ceremony, that she's going to send him home then. And that was it for our Cape Cod landscaper.
Goodbye, Chris. You got dumped. Even though you're from Dennis, Allie's with Roberto. She's a romantic menace, but you looked really great when you took off your shirt. Hope you get back your bracelet. And we just got a blurt. Chris, we're wicked sorry you got dumped. But there was a little bit more, Patrick, because at that moment of the Dennis Dude dump, when Chris is heartbroken, something appears on the horizon that may make it okay. What was that?
That's right. We've heard the story all along about Chris's mother, how she passed away recently. He was obviously very close to his mother. She always told him, and this was repeated throughout the show, throughout the episodes, that whenever he saw a rainbow, she was going to be there. He gets dumped. He walks out on the deck. This is a lot of the times. This is where the guy breaks into tears, or the girl breaks into tears, and they get very upset, sometimes angry. Not Chris. Chris kept his cool, but on top of that, he looked up, and there was this beautiful rainbow off in the distance. Aww. And so Chris says, "Oh my gosh, my mother's still looking down on me. This is proof positive. She's still looking down on me. She says it's going to be all right." He clapped. He said that he was going to be all right because his mother was still looking after him at this point.
Yeah. So is your mother disappointed that she didn't have a daughter?
No, she loved having 3 boys. She actually passed away about a year and a half ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was an incredible person. So
I bet.
she was a nurse and
Yeah,
great mother.
I'm a nurse.
Perfect.
Well, it's been a rough and rocky season, an emotional season for both myself and Patrick here. I'd give you a rose if I could. Let me ask you this about Chris Lambton and his future. He's hunky. He takes his shirt off, you go, wow. Could he have what it takes to continue in this field of endeavor? Could he be the next Bachelor?
Entirely possible. There's a lot of speculation out there that Chris Lambton has what it takes to be the next Bachelor. There's been speculation surrounding how he's been handling himself since he was off the show, since he's been off the show. But now the talk is, can he be the next Bachelor? People are saying that he's America's new sweetheart. Even as a guy, he's America's new sweetheart. Chris Harrison likes him, the host of the show. The women like him. I mean, he could be the next guy with 20-some-odd women coming to him standing there accepting them as they come out of the limo and choosing from among them for his true love. People say he's genuine. They say he's really looking for love. We'll find out.
Stay tuned, everybody. We thank Patrick Cassidy, the universe's foremost authority on The Bachelorette.
CapeCast.
Goodbye, Chris. You got dumped. Even though you're from Dennis, Allie's with Roberto. She's a romantic menace, but you looked really great when you took off your shirt. Hope you get back your bracelet. And we just got a blurt. Chris, we're wicked sorry you got dumped.